Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your good guy here, PrinceOnyx, and Grand Rising to you all. I hope you all are having a wonderful start off to your morning, as am I. So, this video is basically about what has recently been going on in the news with the actress from Saved by the Bell who played Lisa Turtle, aka Lark Voorhies. So, as we all know, she recently had took to Instagram and she put up a picture where she basically looked like she bleached her skin, and she's rocking this, like, blonde hair color, and she pretty much, you know she looks like a different God damn it, who is that? The house phone is ringing, and I might just let it ring because I don't know who that is. Better yet, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go see who it is. Give me 1 minute. Anyway, I am back. So as I was saying, so she recently put up a picture, and the caption is what really caught a lot of people off. So basically, what she was saying is, no, I am not black. I am American. I was born in America. I was not born in Africa. Therefore, I am not African. Africans are not African American. And then she put LV, which is the not the symbols, the initians. Damn, shit, I just forgot the word. Initiations, whatever. She put LV, which is the initials. There we go. The initials for her name. So a lot of people, a lot of African Americans have really pretty much been going in on her. And with me, it's not so much going in on her, but it's just the fact that she really did fuck up with this. Like, this is really fucked up. And I excuse my language, because I do want this video to be a bit more serious. But facts are facts. She fucked up by posting this, and then on top of that, the caption just saying that she's not African American, she's American. Give me 1 minute. So anyway, as I was saying, that she pretty much, she really did fuck up with putting this picture up. But really, the problem is that a lot of people tend to ignore the fact that she is mentally ill. She suffers from bipolar disorder, among a few other disorders, and that she has lupus, which is a disease that is seriously affecting a lot of African Americans. Especially, I see and hear of more African American women suffering from it than I do men. I know that Tony Braxton suffers from lupus. I found out through Tashina Arnold's Instagram that she suffers through lupus. Paula J. Parker, she suffers with lupus, and we all know that Lark Voorhies, she suffers through lupus. I mean, we can see it when you Google her and you look at pictures of her. After this is after Saved by the Bell, you can see it in her face that she, you know, has been suffering with lupus, and I think she doesn't really take her meds that much as well, because even her own mother, Tracy, she had came out and she was saying that things have there have been certain things in her life that have traumatized her, and so I guess that sort of I guess it's sort of like atones to where this behavior is coming from. But aside from the fact, it's just the simple fact that Lark Voorhees' comments are very similar to that of Raven Simone's comments when she said back in 2012 that she said to Oprah that she's not black, she doesn't identify as being black, she's American, she's colorless, blah blah blah, all this other stuff. And then that whole thing, later, I think like a year later, she ended up saying how, like, she's not from, no, not from America. She was saying that, like, she did some type of ancestry thing, and she found out she was from every continent in Africa and every continent in Europe except one in Europe and one in Africa. So, you know, but really, with this story, it's just the fact that a lot of people are ignoring the fact that Lark Voorhees is suffering with mental illness, and so this is something that should not be taken lightly. However, the fact that she does have, a mental illness, several mental illnesses, it does not excuse the fact of her comments of what she said. Now, let's then turn our attention over to Whoopi Goldberg, who then recently on The View, she said something on, well, yeah, just yesterday that was pretty much, among the lines of Raven Simone and what Lark was saying as well. So basically, the topic that the ladies were speaking about was immigration, and then one of the hosts, Joy Beyer, she had joked about many leaving the country in the event that Donald Trump he becomes president, and I'm truly hoping that he does not become president because this country is already fucked up enough as it is, and I'm just hoping that people are really waking up and realizing that, if y'all vote him in, we're more fucked up. We're going to be more fucked than we already are. But you know what? Voting is another story for another time. Actually, no, it's not. Listen, when it comes to voting, and this is when a lot of people may get offended, their feelings may get hurt, but nobody really cares about that. When it comes to voting, for all of you, black folks that tell other black folks, such as myself, that our vote does not matter, you're pretty much if our vote didn't matter, then why is it that the powers that be are trying to suppress our voting power so much? The voting power that those before us fought for back in the 60s, the civil rights movement. Why is it that if our vote does not matter, why is our vote being suppressed so much? I'm seriously asking, why is it that our vote is being suppressed so much if it does not matter? Listen, voting doesn't just start from the presidential level. It starts at a local level with the different damn, what is it called? It's not congressman. Damn, it's not congressman. It's because it's like you have different wards. Like in Chicago, we have different wards, and in New Orleans, they have different wards, like the Ninth Ward, 10th Ward, 4th Ward, stuff like that. But let me see. I'm trying to see voting on local levels. I'm trying to see what is the term that you call people who you vote for. Because I mean, there's the governor, there's the governor, and there's the mayor, and yeah, the governor and the mayor. But another, there's also another part. I'm finna say I don't know. I think you would call them congressmen. I'm trying to see you guys. As much as like, what I'm saying, as much as I've taken history classes in school, you know what I'm saying? You think that I will remember that, and I do, but it's slipping my mind. Yeah, there's the representatives, there's the senators. I'm talking about on the local level. Hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to see on the local level though. What the hell do you call them? Damn it. Because I don't want to say the wrong name. That's why I'm like taking a pause for the cause. Because I don't want to say the wrong name. Let me see. And if y'all heard that clicking, that was me hitting my mouse, even though I have like the touchpad mouse, but I have like the two click things, the left one and the right one. I wonder. I think you do call them congressmen, but I don't think it's that. Nope, you don't call them congressmen because a member of Congress is in the House of Representatives. See, I knew I was wrong. I knew I was wrong. I knew I was wrong right there. Chicago local. Oops. I'm really trying to see, you guys. What do you call them? Because there's the mayor, there's the governor, there's the I believe it's district attorney or state attorney. Let's see. That's three so far. Is there anybody else? Because when you say congressman, that's referring to the House of Representatives. So that's how I know I had got that wrong. So that's how I know I had got that wrong. Damn, my nose is itching. Ooh, Lord. Anyway, so yeah, as I was saying, because I cannot find the term and it's slipping my mind at this point. Like, it is slipping my mind at this point. But, oh, wait, let me see. Maybe I can find it here. No, I can't. I was trying to find it, like, I was looking up on the Chicago Tribune, but I still couldn't find it. Anyway, as I was saying, so here, I'll just click off of that because my search is leading me nowhere. Anyway, sorry for that pause, but I was just trying to look it up to make sure I was saying the right terms. But anyway, voting starts on a local level. We have to start vote because the local level politics, the elections, that is what affects our lives. That is what affects our everyday lives, whether you want to believe it or not. From the presidential level, that affects our lives too, but it affects not just the lives in Illinois, in the state of Illinois, but it affects all the lives in the country of America. And so, that's another thing too, because people always assume that, oh, why can't the president, not saying Obama, but why can't people have always said this when it comes to presidents? Why can't he, do this for us and da da da, like specifically for this state or this city or whatever, this county or whatever the case is? It's because the president has more to worry about than just America. Now, again, people may get in their feelings about that and come attack me in the comments. It is what it is. Back in the day, because I'm starting to somewhat turn a new leaf, I used to just go off on people and then block them, but nowadays I just block you and keep it moving. So it is what it is with that. But anyway, we have to start voting on a local level because that is what affects our everyday lives. Versus, I'm not saying don't vote on a presidential level. Do vote on the presidential elections as well, but also vote for your local the local level as well. You have to vote on all sides. It can't be a one-sided street. We can't all just come out every 4 years to vote and then just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much, as I was saying, back to the topic of Whoopi Goldberg. Basically, what she was saying is that because after Joy Byer had said what she said, she had made a joke about people leaving the country in the case of Donald Trump winning, which again I hope that he does not. Whoopi Goldberg did not find this joke funny at all, and so she was quick to say that this is my country. My mother, my grandmother, my great grandfolks, we busted ass to be here. I'm sorry. I'm an American. I'm not an African American. I'm not a chick American. I'm not a chick American. I'm an American. So pretty much a lot of people were saying again that this was the Whoopi Goldberg's response to Joy Byer's joke was really a response to Donald Trump's first TV ad about him running for president, which promotes xenophobia, which is fear of immigrants. As we've seen now in the news, there's a lot of fear of, there's Islamophobia going on all throughout the news. The fear mongering of the refugees from Syria fleeing over here to America and how people don't want to let them in. And just, how with the Republicans who are trying to run for president, they're promising that they won't let any refugees in or any Mexicans in from Mexico. All this type of shit. So they won't let any illegal people into the country, and how a lot of people are saying that they will literally flee the country if, Trump were to become president. And again, I'm hoping that he doesn't. But, pretty much with this comment, what Whoopi Goldberg was saying, it's like my thing is, though she did not find that joke that Joy Byer said funny, though she didn't find it funny, because even I don't find that joke funny. My thing is Whoopi Goldberg, it's like most of the time you feel as though she's really just saying a lot of this stuff out of her own mouth. Like she's just really not just that, but she's saying a lot of this stuff for money and for attention and I guess more camera time on The View. Again, this is just my opinion because I feel that, last time I checked, Whoopi Goldberg does not have any mental illnesses, and if she were to have any mental illnesses, she does a damn good job at hiding them. So with her saying, the stuff that she said, and at the same time, within the same week that Lark Voorhies said that her whole comment is really messed up. It's just, it's just now let's talk in terms of race. Are we as black people that ashamed of our race that, you know, we just don't even, that we will deny our whole race. Because here's the thing, being an American, that is a nationality, not a race. So pretty much what you're saying is you're denying your whole ethnic background, your whole ethnic makeup, you're just denying your whole racial background. For what? For their approval? The same people who will not approve, the same, people who will not approve of you no matter what. They will smile in your face, but the minute you walk out the room, they're gonna talk mad shit about you. Like, you're fighting for the approval of people who don't really give two shits about you, whether you're dead or alive. They most likely will prefer you to be dead, but if they can make a little bit of money off of you and then throw you under the bus, then they'll do so. Let's just be honest. Let's just call a thing a thing. Let's just call it what it is. Like, this is no offense to anybody, but let's just call it what it is. Call a thing a thing. So with Whoopi Goldberg, it's just, listen, she's been saying a lot of shady shit for the past couple of years. I mean, that whole thing last year when she had pretty much, not necessarily attacked Viola Davis, but she said that she felt like Viola Davis's speech was, unwanted or unnecessary at the Emmys, when she basically said the stuff about being given opportunities just like everybody else in Hollywood, and how other, this goes to all those, fake ass conscious hotep hustlers out there who was pretty much attacking Viola Davis and talking about, oh, she is a coon, saying stupid shit like she's a coon or she's a sellout. Child, listen, that's another thing too. We are, again, with black people, we are continuing to hold ourselves back. I listen, as much as people want to say it's 2016, we should be uniting or whatever the phrase or term is nowadays. It's just like, it just looks like we're to be doomed for a long time. Like, I mean, 400 plus years of slavery, and the shit is still, the systematic institutionalized racism is still going on today. And it's fucked up all the way around. Both situations, with Whoopi Goldberg saying what she said, it's like basically with what Whoopi Goldberg did say, what she said was really a part of fear mongering herself, because what she is doing on the platform that she is on, she's basically telling other African Americans to denounce the African part in their race and just say that they are American, so that we don't get deported or something like that. So I feel like that's what she was doing. It was underhanded, and it's an undertone of basically telling others to denounce their race in order to be safe, if you be safe, if you will. And so, there's that. But with Lark Voorhies, for all the people who's going off on her, and again, I'm not necessarily defending her, but I understand that it's more to it than just that one Instagram post. She clearly is going through her mental illnesses, bipolar disorder, and whatever other illnesses that she has, along with suffering with lupus. And then on top of that, the fact that in the picture she does look like she bleached herself recently, that's just even more proof that she is really going through something. And I don't know if her mother is the only one helping her, or if her mother is done helping her, or whatever the case is, but she clearly needs help. She seriously, clearly needs help. And it's like with the black community, we tend to ignore these type of things. We tend to ignore, let me breathe. Anyway, we tend to ignore mental illness and just, mental health in general. We tend to ignore it. Like, whenever we do talk about it, people are so quick to bring up, oh, well, it's expensive and it costs to do this and it costs to do that. Well, if you can save up all this money to buy Gucci and Louis Vuitton and go to Barney's, where they pretty much will racially profile you. If you got all this money to go to these, white people business, these white owned businesses, these bigger, businesses, and not support a black owned business. But then again, that's another story for another day. That's another story for another time. But what I'm saying is, if you got all this money to save up to spend with other communities and not the black community, then you should save up some money to make sure that your health is in check. Not just your physical health, but your spiritual health. And I don't mean just going to church. I mean getting, talking to a counselor, an advisor, talking to a life coach, somebody, make sure your mental health is in check. Yes, it's going to cost to make sure that you are all right up here. But you want to make sure that you are all right up here, because you can end up acting and behaving like Mia Campbell or Lark Voorhies, different black actors and actresses who have been suffering with mental illness, and we are so quick to make fun of them and outcast them and all this other shit. But it's like they're going through some serious shit and nobody's bothering to check on them. Hell, to this day, I will always say that Raven Simone herself is going through an identity crisis, and nobody is going to check in on her because they just aren't. So, and it doesn't matter how old anybody is. Facts are facts. Mental illness is not something that you can grow out of. It stays with you for a very long. It stays with you for life. It's not something that you can grow out of. Sure, you can take medication to control it, and I guess I don't know if you would want. I don't know if you would want to say suppress it, but you can take medication to help you be more level-headed. And when a person stops taking that medicine, this is what you get. Instagram posting captions like I'm not American, I'm not African American, I'm American. Like look, moral of the story is this: just leave that woman alone. She is going through mental illness. Leave that woman alone. There's no need to drag her through the mud. Case and point. So anyway, this has been PrinceOnyx. Comment down below and downstairs in the comment section. Comment down below and let's have a conversation about this, because this conversation is deeper than just this 21-minute video that I'm recording for YouTube. So again, let's talk about this more and let's not ignore this situation. The conversation starts when we acknowledge that this stuff is going on and we continue to talk about it. And the more that we talk about it, the sooner and the better that we can take action about this. And as far as Whoopi Goldberg is concerned, I just believe she's saying this stuff for money, and she's also programming people, on this platform, the viewers, the African American viewers, to denounce their race and just say that they are a nationality, which is American. American is not a race; it's a nationality. There's a difference. And so with that, listen, y'all, just when it comes to voting time on both a local level and the presidential level, vote for the right people. That's all I'm going to say. And again, for anybody who wants to say that our vote does not count, you can click off of this video and go somewhere else and go bother somebody else, because I really don't care anymore. I really don't. Because all you hotep hustlers and you fake motherfuckers out there are doing nothing for black people but holding us back and putting us down even more. And that's just that. Facts are facts. So, other than that, I will see you guys later, and this has been PrinceOnyx. Signing out. Peace.